Hi everybody, this is Jared with ProHawk Productions. This is an off-the-cuff video because I'm going to do something stupid. I feel like trying to do something on my own personal laptop. I don't really know what the coating is on it. I suspect the cover is aluminum. I'm going to try putting my name on it because... So, here's what we're looking at. Here goes nothing. Alright, I feel like this was a good choice. Now it should have some detail on the next pass. Let's see. A little hard to see it, but you can see the lines of it in there. Not bad. I don't think I'm going to play with it anymore. I lied, I'm going to try the other laser on the rest of it. But not bad so far. Welcome to part 2 of Jared with ProHawk Productions doing something stupid on his own laptop. So now we're going to try the CO2 laser. The first one was the UV laser. That was in fact aluminum. So we have a very nice bright white coating. That's the way UV usually comes out on aluminum. Now, this is a CO2 laser. This will come out more silvery if I have planned this correctly, which, no guarantee. Also, I have no idea what it's going to do when it hits that little label or that little label. But we're going to give it a shot and see what happens. What I'm looking at, I'm putting a kind of retro design on it. So we'll see what happens here. I'm going to just film the very beginning of it. And then it's going to be about 45 minutes to run across the entire cover, so I'll probably stop it after a little bit and then show you the results at the end. Here goes nothing. So we're going to frame it real quick. I've already autofocused. You can see it's lined up properly. And now I'm going to just set you on top of the laser. And for the second time tonight, here goes nothing. Okay, this is already coming out amazing. For future reference, no, I will not do this on your laptop because I'm not crazy. And I don't carry enough insurance to cover people's laptops. But it looks pretty good. I'm going to let this run for a little bit and we'll see how it comes out. looking pretty good. Brief pause here, and then I'm going to put you on a time lapse. All right, I am back. It looks like we are just about finishing up. Let's be honest, I've been in here an awful lot because I wanted to watch this come out. It's looking pretty good. While we're finishing up, a few things you might be thinking or have questions about. One, am I crazy? Yes, but not as crazy as you might think. So, once I figured out that this lid is aluminum, aluminum dissipates heat really well. So the likelihood of anything getting hot enough with this laser, the CO2 laser, even though it works by heat, that it's going to damage anything, not likely. Two, this is like a 3 or 4-year-old computer. It has dings, dents, it has no warranty left. And honestly, if it died, it's still working okay, but I wouldn't mind the excuse to get something fancier. So there's that. Another thing, I'm going to show you in a second how you can see the difference between the two different lasers and how they react with the metal. So it looks like our laser is just finishing up. What I was going to say is that you'll notice that the CO2 laser, here, let me get in here. I'm just going to spray this out quickly with some alcohol, and oh, forgot to grab a wipe. Hang on. I'm going to try not to let you see my extraordinarily messy little workshop. Well, at least I'll stop it. A little bit more alcohol because it evaporated. Using alcohol because it evaporates so readily, always a good option for electronics. Also, I'm not being as careful as I would on a customer project because it's mine. Okay, so one other thing you can see is that the CO2 laser operates by heat, and it just burns off the coating of whatever you're engraving. It won't affect the metal underneath. So that's why we have bare aluminum here. Whereas, and I don't know how easy it's going to be able to see, but here you see this is where the UV laser was working. And the UV laser actually does interact with metal. So when it gets through the coating and to the aluminum, it interacts in such a way that my understanding is it crystallizes the top of it a little bit more. And you get a brighter, whiter, a whiter engrave. So, all right, true test. This does look very cool. I am very happy with this. Let's see. Just to prove I'm not nuts, or at least not for this, it lives. So there is random, stupid, but maybe not so stupid project with Jared, and Pro Hack Productions. Hope you enjoyed.